It was a hot day in the countryside. Timmy and Ant were searching for some water. After walking around for some time, she came to a spring, but Timmy had to climb up a blade of grass to reach the spring. Just as she started to climb, she slipped accidentally and fell in the water. Timmy struggled hard to stay afloat and prevent herself from drowning. She looked around for help, but there was no one. At that very moment, Timmy was spotted by Dovey, the dove. Dovey immediately plucked a leaf from a tree nearby and threw it on the waterbed near Timmy. Timmy managed to get on the leaf and find his way towards the riverbank to safety. Timmy looked at Dovey and thanked him for saving her life. Just then, a hunter nearby, hiding below a tree, was about to shoot Dovey. To save her friend's life, Timmy immediately bit him on the heel. The hunter missed his shot, and Dovey, thanking Timmy back, quickly flew off to his nest. Rammy, the shepherd, loved his cattle. He used to take them for their daily walks up the mountain. One such clumsy morning, he thought of playing a prank on the villagers nearby. He shouted "Wolf" and cried for help. His voice echoed across the hills. Suddenly, a few locals from the village nearby turned up. Rammy burst out into laughter. The villagers, angry at his prank and mischief, walked away. But danger awaited him next day. It was a sunny morning, and Rammy had come up the hill as usual. After an hour, suddenly, there was a panic among the sheep. A wolf had indeed turned up that day to Rammy's dismay. Rammy, terrified, started shouting for help, but none responded this time. Rammy ran for his life. Having learned his lesson, lying can invite even more trouble. Jim, the dog, was loitering around for quite a while for food, and it indeed turned out to be a lucky day for him. Jim finally found a piece of bone to his surprise, lying nearby on the ground. He immediately picked it up to hurry back home so that he can relish his food in peace. As Jim was crossing a narrow footbridge, he happened to look down at the stream below and saw his own reflection on the silent, clear water. Jim paused for a while as a thought crossed his mind. Is it some other dog carrying a bone much larger than his? Without giving it much thought, Jim barked at the dog in the river, dropping his bone in the process. He realized his mistake and learned his lesson. It is very foolish to be greedy. Boomy the bear came across a log where a swarm of bees had nested to make their honey. As he snooped around, a single little bee flew out of the log to protect the group. Knowing that Boomy would eat all the honey, the little bee stung him sharply on the nose and flew back into the log. This angered Boomy beyond words, and he swatted at the log with his big claws, determined to destroy the nest of bees inside. This only alerted the bees, and quick as a wink, the entire swarm of bees flew out of the log and began to sting Boomy from head to toes. Boomy saved himself by running to and diving into the nearest pond. He had learned his lesson the hard way that day. It is better to bear a single injury in silence than to bring about 1,000 by reacting in anger. It was a hot summer day. Coo, a thirsty crow, was looking for water everywhere. Finally, he found a pitcher. But to his dismay, there was little water in it. Though the pitcher was high enough and Coo had a narrow neck, still he failed to drink from it. Coo was about to give up when an idea struck him. Picking up some small pebbles lying around, he dropped them into the pitcher one by one. With each pebble, the water rose a little higher until at last it was near enough to the brim. Coo smiled to himself and happily quenched his thirst. It was an unusual day in the forest for all the animals except Paddy, the donkey, who found a lion's skin left in the forest by a hunter. He dressed himself in it and hatched a plan to amuse himself by hiding behind a bush and rushing out suddenly at whoever passed that way. And he did manage to do so, and had quite a good laugh when Sammy, the deer, and Pete, the elephant, were scared to their wits. Paddy was so pleased to see the animals running away from him that he felt he were the king of the jungle himself. In excitement, he soon let out a large bray, attracting the attention of Sly, the fox. Sly smiled to himself without a care in the world. Paddy tried to scare him away, but soon found himself in an awkward situation when Sly told him, "You gave yourself away with that silly bray. Isn't it better to be what you are instead of pretending what you aren't?"
Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for my master and one for my dame. One for the little boy who lives down the lane. Baba, white sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for my master and one for my dame. One for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Five little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Four little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Three little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Two little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
One little monkey jumping on the bed. He fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
No little monkeys jumping on the bed. None fell off and bumped their head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
Put those monkeys back in their bed.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Outstanding! Good job! Congratulations! Outstanding! Awesome! Good job!